So as we all know, Nova has been intensely guarding all of us from the power that is Scab's Cutter Butter. Mainly the reason why it sees no play on ladder. But I gotta say, she's kind of overworked herself, and come check it out. She's a little bit exhausted. Nova, this room, we're renovating it. You're not supposed to be in here. You're all sprawled out. Yes, you look adorable, but you're gonna get caught up in this paper. It's very quite sticky and awkward. Yeah, you barely can stand up. You're so exhausted from Scab's Cutter Butter. You gotta let us deal with it. You gotta let us deal with Scab. No, oh. Okay, never mind. She's still gonna be on duty. She's ready to go. All right, let's get to this week in Hearthstone.
Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, and welcome to This Week in Hearthstone, the 44th edition of our weekly news recap series where we take a look at the news and events in the Hearthstone world the past weekend. And today's top story is one of the biggest Hearthstone teams appears to be folding, and it's rather sad. We'll get into that. We'll also go over Masters Tour Dalaran results, where multiple GMs were crowned as well as a new champion was decided. Also have the Talk of the Tavern segment. Thank you for this comment here for suggesting this title, where we again will focus on a smaller content creator to try, give a shout out, get some love out there. So check that out. And we'll end off with the mailbag segment where I answer your questions. So starting off with the top story, we have a big Hearthstone team appears to be folding, or at least changing things up. None of this is official. None of this has been announced, but the writing is on the wall, and we've seen recent tweets from Zeddy and Nicolina, both respectively part of F2K, Fade to Karma, are no longer represented by a team. I've noticed many of the members dropping their F2K off their stuff, not mentioning it. And from the talks I have with my contacts as a former member of F2K, that it does appear they will be wrapping up in the next month or so. And it makes me really sad. When I started following Hearthstone content, I really looked up to a lot of F2K content creators. I was a huge Control fan. Nicolina is somebody I looked up to. Ali Straza in particular are content creators I really looked to. And I dreamt of, if I ever became a Hearthstone content creator, it would be amazing to be a part of that team. And I accomplished that dream. I was part of F2K for 2 years. When I started this YouTube channel, I was even a part of F2K, but they had the change in ownership. First they tried to team up with Mike Tyson. There was like this big promotional event with like Mike Tyson with all the F2K, a bunch of F2K members. I wasn't invited, fortunately, but that fell through. That didn't happen. That didn't end up happening. And then they ended up going with some other management ownership thing, because I guess they just couldn't make things work. And yeah, it appears like their different strategy is not really panning out. And yeah, it makes me sad if it's really going to be the end of F2K, because there's so many awesome content creators that are there. You have like Jackie Chan, which I believe he doesn't have F2K on his Twitch thing anymore. Like I said, Control, you've got Dane. Flissa recently left. She was a great member. And there's, the list goes on and on. I think Educated Collins, and hopefully, these guys can get another team if they're really needing it. I just thought I'd share that because F2K was a big part of my Hearthstone career. And if they truly are going away like I've been told they are, it's just kind of sad, and it's kind of telling of, the Hearthstone scene a little bit. But again, I think it has more to do with like internal stuff and all of that. And a big shout out to everybody at F2K that I dealt with, that I worked with. It was awesome. It's an awesome experience, and definitely something I wouldn't trade for anything. And next we have the Hearthstone Masters Tour Dalaran results. If you're not aware of what a Masters Tour event is, it's basically an event where anybody can qualify through either a top legend finish on ladder or through an open cup through online play. If you win one, you qualify, and if you do well enough, you can become a Grandmaster. And well, a lot of new Grandmasters have been crowned this weekend. But before we get into that, we had the actual event itself with the final four. Final four being Requiem versus Shumu, and RNG Liao versus Omega Zero, with I believe the final being between Shumu and Omega Zero, with Shumu winning the entire thing. So congratulations to him. But there's also a number of new Grandmasters crowned that you will see coming up pretty soon, so let's go over those. On the Asia Pacific region, looks like Trahisan Lambi series will be returning to Grandmaster. Oka Shinsuke and Gur will all be Grandmasters in the next upcoming season. On EU, Gabby will be a new Grandmaster. He also finished top 8, I believe, in this event. The kid's unreal. Bunny Hopper gets back into Grandmasters after getting relegated. Guy's unreal. He had an incredibly good finish as well at Dalaran, earning 8 points. Floki and J4U will be running out the EU Grandmasters. And then on NA, we have Kels Luna, McBanterface, Ego Waffle, and Dmitry Kazov. Likely all becoming Grandmasters. Only Dmitry we're not sure of because there's some thing going on with one player that was originally America's that was a bit ahead of Dimitri, but now he's saying he's in Asia Pacific region. So we're not sure about Dimitri, but McBanterface, Ego Waffle, and Kels Luna for sure will be Grandmasters, and they're an awesome group. All these guys I know pretty well, and they're awesome players, awesome people, and I can't wait to see what they do at Grandmasters. Next, we have the Talk of the Tavern segment where I go over and highlight somebody that I would like for you guys to check out, a Hearthstone content creator, and today we're going to take a look at Luker_HS. You can find him on Twitch and he uploads on YouTube semi-regularly, but he's an ex-pro player. He doesn't do too much of the pro stuff, but he's a really good guy, fellow Canadian, really close to partner. So if you want to help give a Hearthstone streamer an extra little push, drop him a follow. He's kind of crude like me. He enjoys his anime. He's very, vocal. He'll speak his mind, and just an overall really good guy. And one of the segments he loves to do every single day is the animal of the day, where he'll ask for, Google or whatever app he has for the animal of the day, find out some facts about it, what sounds they make, and it's just a lot of fun. He's a really good guy. He streams very entertaining, and I really hope that he can get that Twitch partnership, so if you can help him out with that, that would be awesome. And lastly, we have the mailbag segment where I answer your questions. First question being from Parachase. Have you thought of making any Zeddy merch? I have not at all. I think I've been asked a couple times on Twitch about it, and I don't even think about it at all, because why would anybody want merch of this or our stuff? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you want Zeddy merch? Do you want to buy a Zeddy shirt or a hoodie or a cup? I don't know. I haven't looked into it all, but if you guys want it, I'm more than happy to provide it, and if it can create some extra income, that's always great. But more or less, I would just do it if you guys want it, not because I'm looking for extra ways of making money, because honestly, we're doing pretty well right now. Adrian Santos asks, do you intend to one day have a full golden collection of every single card in Hearthstone? So I showed off my collection the other day. This question was before that, where I showed a lot of golden cards, a lot of ridiculous stuff, but no. I love golden cards, but there's so many cards in the game that I would have to go bankrupt probably. I'd have to sell my body and my organs and Nova, and I won't do that. Not for golden cards, and I'll just craft what I like, and if I really, want some extra golden cards, I'll buy some extra packs, but no, I don't want every single card golden, but I do want a lot of them, that's for sure. Nathan Thompson asks, thoughts on Alcohol Free, the new mini album by Twice. Again, we talk about K-pop here. Of course you would come to me for K-pop. I love the B-sides from the album, but wasn't a fan of the title track. Interesting enough, I love the title track. I'm someone who does not drink alcohol. I have kind of just a thing against it. My uncle lost his life to alcoholism, and I just resent it, and I don't want to touch it. And Alcohol Free, I love the message of it. It's not really about not drinking. It's more about, they're drunk on love without having any alcohol or whatever. But I find the single to be very fun. The video's fun. They hit 100 million views, so congrats to Twice. And no, I'm enjoying it, but I don't think it's one of their best title tracks for sure. And lastly, Zach Chernowski asks, why is Nova the cutest little floof to ever be seen? I have no idea. She is a cutie. She's being a very willing combatant right now, and I don't know. She is just an adorable little chunker girl. We love her, and I'm just so blessed to have her in my life, and makes me happy every day, and I'm just glad I get to share with you. So that's this week in Hearthstone. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna go cuddle with this little chunker, this little cutie, and she'll protect us all from scabs. It's all gonna be okay. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.